everybody. Time now for really one of the most beautiful people in show business, a gorgeous star from daytime TV. It's Julie Pinson. She plays Eve Lambert on ABC TV's Port Charles. Julie, come on out. Hello, Julie. Thanks for coming in. Please sit down.
Oh, my goodness. You are too kind, Tim.
Oh, no,
Gosh,
Julie.
What an introduction.
Thank
you.
I can assure you I don't talk to all the girls this way.
Uh-oh.
But, well, Julie, tell me, I mean, obviously, you're making it big now on Port Charles. Have you been in the game for a long time?
Yes. Well, I mean, I've paid my dues. I've been in Los Angeles for 7 years, and I'm originally from the San Francisco Bay Area, California. And, but basically, for 2 years, I really struggled. I was, you know, eating carrot sticks for dinner and, you know, barely paying my rent and that kind of thing. So I really did pay my dues, and I'm so happy to be where I am right now.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get that acting bug? Were people saying, hey, Julie, you're so beautiful, you should be on TV, this type of thing?
No, I cannot remember exactly when I said, darn it, I'm going to be an actor. But I can't remember when I didn't want to be. I don't know, does that make sense? I just have always wanted to be an actor. When I was a little girl, I had pictures of Broadway all over my room, and, you know, I loved musicals, and I loved a lot of attention, so I kind of knew this was a natural progression.
Now, before Port Charles, do you remember the role that you really enjoyed most?
The role that I really enjoyed most before Port Charles would probably, I had a really, really small part in a big movie called Unstrung Heroes that Diane Keaton directed. It was with Michael Richards, and I played the part of a nurse, but the most incredible thing about that movie was Diane Keaton. Besides my mother, she is the most incredible woman I've ever met or worked with in my life. She has this incredible sense of style about her every day. You know, she's directing the movie, and every single day for 3 months, she would show up in this incredible outfit. You know, Diane Keaton, I mean, she's got this wild, you know, Annie Hall kind of sense of style, and she'd show up for work with, like, 5 watches on one arm and 10 strands of pearls on the other arm, and you know, I'm thinking everybody else is in shorts and a t-shirt, you know, and she's just on, you know, she's just great.
Well, you play a doctor, Dr. Eve Lambert on Port Charles. So do you have to come across as very studious? I mean, you're a smart lady, I'm sure, but I mean, is it do you have to really do a lot of acting to try to sound smart, or
yes.
how does that work?
Oh yeah. It's kind of a challenge, especially, I mean, when we have some very long, interesting, studious words that we have to say. Gosh, I wonder if I can think of any of them right now. Intracranial massive bleed, you know, that's easy. Some of the stuff that we have to say is crazy, but my father's a chiropractor, and so when I first started this job, and I'm supposed to be a doctor, he gave me his old medical dictionary from 1970. So I carry that around, and any time in the script there's a word or something I don't understand, I can just look it up and I go, well, okay, I don't know how to do it, but now I know what it means. So that helps. Thank God for Dad.
Now, before the show tonight, we were able to show the studio audience a clip of you in action on Port Charles. It was a scene in which you and Ken Schreiner, who of course plays Scotty, were engrossed in conversation. It was a sad conversation. You started crying. I love that, Julie. I love that. You got the tears coming down. How do you do that?
Well, right before I go on set, I have like about 3 onions in front of me, and I just chop away.
Really? And
I wait for the effect to take place, and then they say, okay, rolling, and I'm on. It works every time.
It does every time? You've never had them not come out when you tried?
I'm so kidding.
Oh, you see, you tricked me. You've exposed me as an idiot.
Come on, Tim. No, you know what? It's really not that hard. I guess that's maybe why I went to school to act.
Right.
You learn how to really feel emotion, and you know, somehow it just comes. And Ken Schreiner, which you guys all saw in that clip, he is so great to work with. He has really taken me under my wing because he's been doing this for 20 years. I just started 6 months ago, and so he's really been such a great help to me, like my mentor. And thank goodness all the scenes that I do are mostly with him, and so when I'm in a scene with him, everything is really real. And just to let y'all know, Ken Schreiner is Scotty Baldwin. They're the same.
Right.
There's no difference. He's wacky, he's crazy, he's like with the hand gestures and everything. That's really Ken.
Well, let's take a quick commercial break now. We'll be back with more Julie Pinson from Port Charles. Stay with us. Here with Julie Pinson from Port Charles. Now, Julie, I know you're from San Francisco originally, right? But you're living in L.A., of course. You like living there?
I do like it sometimes. However, I wouldn't really be living there unless, you know, if I wasn't in this business. Because I like more of a little bit of a homebody kind of thing. I love it here. You guys.
Ah, it's nice, isn't it?
You guys are so lucky to live here.
Well,
I looked up today when I was on a little bike ride today, and it was going through the woods, and it was beautiful, and I looked up at the sky, and I went, wow, it's blue.
right.
It's true. So, you know, anyway, I would much rather, you know, if I was going to settle down and I wasn't in this business, I would be someplace else.
You know, how would you contrast the overall lifestyle from San Francisco, say, to Los Angeles?
San Francisco is a bit, well, Los Angeles is plastic, pretty much. It really is. That's how I would describe Los Angeles. San Francisco is more real. It's still a big city. It's very, very urban. But the people are real. There's more of like stockbrokers and bankers and that kind of thing, whereas L.A. is mostly entertainment. And so.
Now, Julie, switching gears here for a moment.
Okay.
A woman like you, you're going to be asked out on dates, whether
Oh,
you're
no, you're not going to ask me these
same
questions,
thing. That's
are
a
you?
standard thing. It's part of my shtick. But a woman like you, you're going to be asked out anyway on dates, whether you could be a secretary, a bookkeeper, a shoe salesman, anything. But being the way you are in the job you're in, I mean, do you find it's just overwhelming with the number of men that are constantly vying for your attention?
Gee, no.
Really?
Am I doing something wrong?
No, I think you're doing things right. That's my question.
No. Well, first of all, it's same as like Billy. I mean, I don't really go out that often. I used to when I was, you know, 18, 19. I went out to all the clubs and did all that kind of thing. But I'm more settled in now, and I go out with my girlfriends a lot and go to the movies and things like that. But I don't go out to bars and clubs and things like that. So the people I do meet that I do go out with are friends that are, you know, introduced by friends, or people that I work with that I meet.
And do people come up to you all the time on the street saying they recognize you?
Yeah, they do actually, which is really nice because I play somewhat of a shady character on the show. I'm not like the nice girl at all, and I've been really surprised that the fans have been so welcoming to me, and they love it. You know, I thought that when I got this job as the can I say bitch? Well,
yeah.
I just did. Anyway, on the show. That people would come up to me, oh, you're so mean, oh, why are you doing that to Scotty, and da, 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 da. And it hasn't been like that at all. They have been so welcoming, and oh my God, Eve, I love you, you're great, you know, and I love that. That's really cool.
Well, it sounds like you're really enjoying the work,
oh,
too.
I am.
And same question I asked Billy. Do you get together then with the cast and go out for dinner and this kind of thing?
Well, I do personally sometimes because my manager represents a few other soap opera clientele also. And so we all kind of get together every now and then and go have dinner and stuff like that. So I do. And I see Billy. He didn't mention that, but I see Billy every now and then. We go have dinner with my manager and stuff like that. So that's nice. Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
How do you keep that beautiful tan?
We should ask Billy about that, being one of those Baywatch guys.
My goodness. I'm from L.A. and I don't have a tan like that.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, but you know, tans are out of style here, so I'm just sad. I tan so easily. It's not that I'm sitting out there. That's always my excuse. It just happens. So anyway.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Julie. Well, anyway, Julie, it's been great having you here on the show. You're doing a great job, and I know just fans and viewers are flocking to Port Charles, so you're obviously doing things right.
Been doing very well. I'm very happy. It's a great show. Port Charles. Woo!
And I hope everybody tunes in, and hope your career continues on the path it's on. So thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thanks very much to Billy Warlock, and I'll tell you, the nice people at Days of Our Lives for letting us on the set, and thanks for the big crowd down here tonight and for everybody coming in. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time on the Tim Pipher Show.
Yeah.